Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of, do genetics contribute to human behavior? Well, I definitely think that the fact that our ancestors were living in a certain way, kind of like the fight or flight response, has made us fear certain things instinctively or like certain things instinctively, kind of like sugar, for example. We are addicted to sugar in some way because it used to be very sparse. So just genetically within our body, if we find sugar, we kind of want to have more of it because it's usually harder to come by. But nowadays, with all this abundance of food and all that, there's just so much sugar. And at the same time, unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends how you do it. Like, fortunately, it's great that we're able to buy all the stuff that we want food-wise, but at the same time, because we have that much of an abundance of stuff, we can just choose sometimes maybe not the healthiest of things to put in our stomachs. But genetically, as I said, we do have predispositions, and I do think that, again, it goes by case. In families, sometimes we have, just because the brain is wired a certain way, and I think not just family-wise, but I do think that even though maybe some families might have, let's say, a history of alcoholism or whatever, I do feel it's more than just the genetic of the fact that somebody was an alcoholic. I do think that sometimes it's the education of how we were raised, of how we did things as a kid, or what was thought to be cool or what was thought to be acceptable has made us a certain way. And basically it's the experiences that we've had at a young age that often really mark us so heavily that we sometimes just say, I'm just built that way, I'm just genetically coded that way. But it's not true. It's absolutely not true. There's many things that can be changed. So even though genetically we have some things that are kind of hard-coded, we can't say that addiction to drugs, for example, is genetically coded in the same way as we need to breathe. Because if we don't breathe, for example, well, we die. If we don't blink, our eyes will they're gonna hurt. If we stay in the sun all day long, our skin is going to become red. That's kind of like genetically, it's things that you can't change. You have to go to the toilet. You have to, if you're born, you're gonna die. It's things that, those things in some way are just basically hard-coded, and you can extend certain things, you can control to a certain extent, but eventually you can hold your breath, let's say, for a few seconds or a minute or two even, but eventually you do have to breathe if you want to live. So I do think, again, that there's a lot of things that we do say are genetic, but actually are much less genetic than we think. But maybe we've accepted the fact that we've maybe lived a long time this way, and we say, I made it this far this way. Why do I need to change it? Why do I need to change this? Why do I need to change that? Personality, eating habits, sleeping habits, life habits, so many things. But yeah, it's easier to blame things on genetics, but the truth is that there are some hard code wired things that are just wired in us, but there's also a lot that is more malleable than you would even think. It's just that it's easier not to do anything about it. So that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.